Tensions have just skyrocketed in the ongoing conflict, with a dramatic new development that could change the dynamics of the war. Ukrainian forces have reportedly carried out a daring and precise jet strike against a key Russian military base, but it's what happened immediately after that has everyone talking. Let's break down this incredible sequence of events. For months, both sides have been engaged in a grueling war of attrition, with aerial combat playing a crucial role. Ukraine's air force, though often seen as outnumbered, has consistently demonstrated remarkable skill and resilience. This latest operation is a testament to their strategic audacity. The target was a well-fortified Russian base, believed to be a major logistics and command hub deep behind enemy lines. Hitting a target like this is no small feat. It requires meticulous planning, precise intelligence, and pilots with nerves of steel. According to initial reports, Ukrainian jets, likely flying at extremely low altitudes to evade sophisticated Russian air defense systems, approached the target under the cover of darkness. The element of surprise was absolutely critical. Eyewitness accounts and preliminary satellite imagery suggest a series of powerful explosions rocked the base just before dawn. The primary targets were reportedly ammunition depots and fuel storage facilities, classic choices to cripple an enemy's operational capacity. By hitting these, Ukraine isn't just destroying equipment. They're severing the supply lines that keep the Russian war machine running. The strike itself was a major success. The resulting fires were said to be visible for miles, indicating a significant amount of combustible material, like fuel and munitions, had been hit. For the Ukrainian military, this is a huge morale booster. It sends a clear message that no Russian position is truly safe, no matter how far it is from the front lines. It demonstrates their growing capability to conduct complex, deep strike missions, a skill that could be decisive in the long run. But here's where the story takes a truly unexpected turn. The immediate aftermath of the strike was chaotic. But what happened next was a calculated and powerful response from the Russian side. Within minutes of the attack, instead of just scrambling fighters in a retaliatory air-to-air engagement, Russia launched a massive wave of electronic warfare. This wasn't just simple jamming. It was a sophisticated, multi-layered cyber and electronic assault aimed at crippling Ukraine's command and control network. Think of it like this. Ukraine landed a powerful physical punch, and Russia responded by trying to shut down their entire nervous system. The goal was clear: to blind the Ukrainian forces, sever communication between their air assets and ground command, and disrupt the flow of real-time intelligence that made the initial strike possible. This electronic counterattack targeted everything from GPS signals, which are vital for navigation and precision targeting, to encrypted communication channels used by Ukrainian pilots and commanders. For the Ukrainian pilots returning from their dangerous mission, this created a nightmare scenario. Suddenly, their navigation systems could have become unreliable, and their ability to talk to their bases or other friendly aircraft would have been severely hampered. Flying a modern fighter jet without reliable data is incredibly dangerous, especially when you're still in hostile territory. This electronic barrage was designed to trap the returning jets, making them vulnerable to Russian air defenses and interceptors that were now on high alert. This Russian response highlights a critical and often overlooked aspect of modern warfare: the battle for the electromagnetic spectrum. It's a silent, invisible war, but its consequences are just as deadly as any missile or bomb. By launching such a large-scale electronic countermeasure, Russia demonstrated that they have significant capabilities in this domain, and are willing to use them aggressively. It shows they've adapted their strategy. moving beyond purely kinetic responses to integrate sophisticated electronic warfare as a primary tool of defense and retaliation. So, what does this mean for the conflict moving forward? This single engagement has revealed a new layer of the war. Ukraine has proven it can strike deep and hard with its air power. Russia, in turn, has shown that its response will be equally sophisticated, targeting the very technology that gives Ukraine its edge. It's a high-stakes game of cat and mouse, played out with both jets and radio waves. The Ukrainian pilots who conducted the strike had to navigate this incredibly hostile electronic environment to make it back to safety. Their success in returning is just as impressive as the strike itself. It suggests that Ukraine also has countermeasures in place, or that their pilots are exceptionally well trained to handle such scenarios, possibly relying on older, more traditional navigation methods when their high-tech systems are compromised. This event is a microcosm of the entire war, a constant cycle of innovation, adaptation, and immense bravery. Ukraine's successful strike shows their offensive capabilities are growing stronger. Russia's electronic retaliation proves they are a formidable and adaptable adversary. This tit-for-tat escalation in both physical and electronic domains suggests that the air war is about to become even more intense and technologically advanced. It is a clear signal that future battles won't just be won by the side with the most planes or tanks, but by the side that can dominate the invisible battlefield of information and communication. The ability to protect one's own networks while disrupting the enemy's will be paramount. This incident serves as a stark reminder that 21st-century conflict is fought on multiple fronts simultaneously: land, sea, air, and the electromagnetic spectrum. As military analysts around the world dissect this event, they will be looking closely at the specific technologies used by both sides. Was this a new type of Russian jamming system? How did the Ukrainian jets overcome it? The answers to these questions will have major implications for NATO and other global military powers, who are all heavily reliant on the same kinds of technology. Every engagement like this is a real-world test of modern military doctrine, and everyone is taking notes. For the people on the ground, this escalation means the war continues with no clear end in sight. But for Ukraine, this successful deep strike, despite the harrowing return journey, is a significant victory. It demonstrates their resolve and their growing strength. It's a powerful symbol of their fight for sovereignty, proving they can take the fight to the enemy, no matter the obstacles. We will continue to follow these developments closely as this new chapter of the air war unfolds. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more updates on this developing story.